Welcome back to Maya's Top Gear, and today I have got the Sawbar. The Sawbar is the Pearl Bandit Assault Rifle, which is kind of like a fire flacker in a way. I covered it during the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, but I'm going to shoot it here. I'm backing way up because this has got a long split, and this is going to be a little bit different of a video because normally I just use this weapon, but because of the way this weapon works, you can kind of see here some of the range on it. I may have to swap out to some other guns because it's not really downfall of the gun. It is what puts it on honorable mention, but this is a utility gun. It's not really going to be a primary weapon too often. It's going to be kind of a boss weapon, or just kind of, something you can bust out every now and then. You aren't typically going to be using this for every enemy. So that's why I'm going to try to use it as much as possible, but I will be swapping to other guns as well. But you can see here, the potential of it, especially when you can control a battlefield with phase lock, is pretty awesome. Let's see, can these guys get grouped together? And it works pretty well with chain reaction as well because it does have bullet split. So yeah, it is definitely a badass weapon. You just have to kind of manage it. But this guy should be able to hit. If you can hit him right where that split happens, it does a shit ton of damage. Let's see. Wreck definitely helps this thing too, because outside of phase lock, it's got kind of a slow fire rate. But it should be pretty good on these guys here. I'm going to try to push them back there, get them together, and yeah, that worked pretty well. A little close there, but it still took him out pretty good. And I did not have to swap to any other guns. Dropped his commerce, that's cool. And the magazine size, because it is Bandit and I have 10 out of 5 foresight, is kind of ridiculous at 154. I hate this when I've got the single enemies to deal with here, so I'm going to try to group these guys up and get some sweet things going on. And yeah, it did pretty well. Once again, I think there's a couple enemies there. You can, if you get really good with it, kind of shoot around corners as I did there a bit. Ooh, that was almost pretty nasty. Back up here, give myself some room. But this is where it might be challenging to kind of keep using it. There's some definitely close quarters fights in this that I don't know how well it's going to work. But the big splash works incredibly well with this gun, especially with Converge when you group a bunch of enemies underneath it. Of course, these guys are staying spread out. But you can see those big explosions going all the way back there. 4 grenades, 5 with him. That was bad timing. Where's Oni? So that dealt with his guys pretty well. If I can keep him back there and keep him slagged. Where is Oni and all that? Oh, its back is to me. There we go. So that actually dealt with Oni really well. Better than I thought it would. And let him do that. Alright, so I'm going to go gather some ammo. Not terrible, but I've gone through over half my ammo capacity probably here. A little over 700. What's the max for assault rifles again? Not quite half, but it's a little more than I'm comfortable with. I'm kind of anal retentive about keeping full ammo. But that'll put me up to a good spot. It's misleading when you have 156 in the mag. You know, if I had 56 in the mag and I had 771, I think I would be in a little different spot on ammo thought there. Not that I would run out with this ammo. Oh, there's a lot of... Oh shit, I don't like that. And that's also why I wear the blockade, because dots. Usually when a character gets a dot like that and sits on a dot for that long, they're dead. But the blockade just kind of says fuck you. And it doesn't even break on a corrosive dot. That was pretty sweet. It definitely helps to have that extra capacity on it from Ward as well. So I'm going to throw a scorn ball here and get rid of the barrels. Why is that on reload? Alright, my button somehow got remapped. And some reason what I had in melee is doing a reload. That's fucking weird. No idea how that happened. Alright, so Ironclad Lunatic. I do not like him there. He's kind of above where I can phase lock. And Scorn Wart is gone. Phase lock is gone. I do not like this. I should have switched to another weapon there. Alright. This is further back than I wanted to retreat. Had a bit of some bad luck there, but we'll move back out. Should be able to kill this guy without phase lock. Is he dead? No, fucking bombers. Bombers are not good for this gun. Alright, let's see if I can get some enemies grouped finally. Kind of let this do what it does. Oh, a little bit. There we go. So let's see. No slag. Can I take him out? Quite a few bullets, but it did it. Now these guys should be... Oh, fuck. I thought I had another... Alright, so I'm just going to bounce bullets off this Ironclad and kill all the things. So although you can't see chain reaction, you can kind of see fire was everywhere there. Using more quasars than usual to keep guys off of me. Not sure if he dropped a grenade. He did. Alright, so who's hiding back here? Looks like that guy. Really, dude? Alright, fine. I'll throw a grenade just to pull you. Phase lock should be back. Definitely too close there. But by the time these guys come out... Oh, that did not get wreathed very well. I was hoping chain reaction was going to be a bit better to me. Get that sweet spot range. Yeah, not the best. So yeah, a big part of using this gun is having that range down. Because the best way you can possibly do it is you hit with the initial kind of right when it splits. and that way you get 4 hits. And that way the split is pretty close. I don't know if I can demonstrate that here. Let's see if I can get a good spot on the wall. So right there you see, that's 4 hits close to the wall, and then you get the splash damage on the 3 outside shots, which adds up to quite a bit of damage. So that is the ideal range, is to land all of those. But easier said than done. Well, it's not that bad if you get used to it. I haven't used this gun in a long time, so I'm not exactly on point with it. But I'm not doing terribly with it either. This area will be the biggest challenge. It should destroy the bosses here. Maybe I'll switch to the blurred trickster when they pop up, but for the rest of it, this is kind of more close quarters fighting. So that could be an issue. Unless I can keep them kind of where I want them. That was almost good. But not quite. Once again, fucking bombers, man. My least favorite enemies when I'm using this gun. That was fucking beautiful. If I was on Twitch, that would be a highlight. Alright. Yeah, it's just all these kind of crazy melee guys. Alright, there was kind of some sweet spot. I can't use a grenade for a single guy, especially when it doesn't even pull them. So, up close, you can still just crit a guy. Really? And there's always that close range. Alright, I'm going to try to get some guys grouped up here. Ooh, badass lunatic. You can see some of that chain reaction ping pong going on there. Nope. Shoot around the corners for him. He got wrecked fast. And even though I don't always need to reload here, I'm trying to do it when I have those gaps. That's just good play. Like right now, I didn't have an enemy, so I can definitely fit in my reload. And especially because after a kill, you've got inertia. Is that a barrel there? Alright. Didn't want to waste phase lock. I am going to go to the blurred, because that might do some cool things here. Alright, I'm going to try to get right around here. Oh, I thought I had them all. Killed those two pretty damn fast. And... really, Roof? You're not dying yet? The range is different with this because I don't have Accelerate boosted. And because Accelerate... let's see if you guys can see it here. Alright. So you can kind of see the range there. Then if I go back to the Siren, I don't know if you can really tell that from looking at it from that direction, but the split happens later with bullet velocity. But Accelerate is not velocity, so it's not that bad. But I think I was a little bit off on that sweet spot on Roof because I was used to shooting it the other way. So anyways, that is the Sawbar. So unlike I thought at the beginning of the video, I thought I would need to use some other guns to kind of back me up, but the Quasars and Converge made it possible to just use this and this only, and it wrecked everything pretty damn good. Yeah, so there's a whole lot to love about this gun. Parts-wise, I don't know if you'd want the wild accessory. It speeds up the fire rate, but it makes the accuracy worse, and that might not play nice with that spread. I think the accelerated bullet. I think the accelerated speeds up the bullet speed, and that might not be good for it because it'll change your distance. I mean, damage is always good. Reload's kind of pointless with this thing with the big magazine size, and if you're Maya, you've got enough reload buffs to kind of override the bad reload speed on it. 6.8 is slow, but like I said, foresight and inertia help with that. Grips, I have the Bandit here. A Tord grip might be the best because while you will lose some of your... It'll make that reload even worse and shrink the magazine size. The mag is so big anyways, and Tord's going to keep your fire rate while increasing your damage. Jacobs will be bad because you're going to lower that fire rate and you don't want this thing to shoot slower. Sight, whatever is your personal preference. I don't think stocks are going to make too much of a difference on this thing. The recoil on it really isn't that bad, and it's pretty forgiving with the spread of the fire there. Also just looks awesome. So yeah, I don't think stocks are the end of the world. No, this is a doll stock on it, so this is kind of the best it's going to shoot. But yeah, it's not a gun like a sniper where you're getting precise crits and stuff that often, unless you're really close like you saw me with those guys at the end. So that is the Sawbar. Oh yeah, farming, it is a Pearl, and it is a first-gen Pearl, so you can get it from Oh My God, What the Hell, or Legendary Loot Midgets, or, you know, any random world drop, but your best chance would be farming the Peak or farming Loot Midgets. You have a decent chance to get it from the Snowman as well, because you can get pearls out of that chest, I believe. I think you can. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. It's been a while since I farmed him. I might be wrong. But that is the Sawbar for Top Gear on Maya. Let me know what you guys think. If you haven't used this before, definitely go out and give it a whirl. Try to get your hands on one. I don't think it's too bad to farm. A little bit of a pain, but not like the second gen of Pearls, and not like bunker farming. Well, it might be as bad if you get bad luck. But yeah, really sweet gun, really fun. It's really good on a lot of bosses, especially like the Snowman. He's got that big ass crit spot where you can just wreck him. Same thing with Giant Pumpkinhead. So, as always, thanks for watching. If you guys have not subscribed, please do so. Again, comment about the gun below, and I appreciate it when you share the videos. So, all that out of the way, I'll see you later. Bye.